need a nigga for this, I don't need a nigga for that. It's catching up with y'all asses. The government said they gonna cut off y'all food stamps for a month. Y'all talking about going to stores and stealing. Y'all solution is going out there and doing shit like that. But y'all wouldn't even have to do shit like that, because if y'all would give these good men a fucking chance and stop being stuck up in y'all fucked up ass way and stop trying to fucking beef and be rivals with men, you will be straight November, because your man will be making sure some food in that motherfucking house as he should.
Well, they're not going to do that because they're allowing the government to provide for them. Now, they can grow around and have how many kids they want, but when the guy runs across and really want to build something with them, or at least trying to settle down with them or something of that nature, they don't want that. They want the shiny thing, the material things, but they want to deal with a man, you know, the way of life, they're kind of scrumptious kind of type of things women kind of tend to run away from. They don't want to be told what to do, or they don't want to, and they got this theory with themselves, they're the most educated, they're the most this and the most that, hot girl summer, they're the boss chick. But these are the ones that find themselves in predicaments like this because they know they got the system on their back. And they're the ones that's repeatedly keep voting Democrats because they know Democrats is always going to be at their on their side. So, you know, that's just really talking to a brick wall. They're never going to get it. And those are the ones that really want to continue to keep living in poverty, in Section 8, having multiple kids, and, you know, with $400 hairdos and new toes and nails and all that done, and the bad eyelashes and stuff. They're comfortable with those kind of lifestyles. They don't want to grow up and, you know, meaning knowing what is going out, meaning to have things, provide for their child, the children and stuff like that. They just want to go out here and just bust it down for a real.
He'll be making sure those children are fed to the point to where you don't have to worry about nothing. You shouldn't have to worry about nothing, but y'all don't allow men to take care of y'all. Y'all don't want to be taken care of. Y'all want the government to take care of y'all. Y'all don't give a fuck about niggas. That's what the fuck y'all been saying for so long.
And she's right. She's right. They keep relying on the government for them to get taken care of. Like I said, they're not used to any structure or any type of thing, because here's the thing. They know that the government's going to come in to rescue the saving because they're going to get new apartments, which they're paying about $8 a month. The refrigerator going to be full, you know, having men renting out the crib all times of the night, and they're going to keep getting pregnancy. And you know, they're going to have this thing, and the government providing them. They want you to go and get pregnant, but at the same time, they want you to go ahead and abandon the child. They got the abortion things now. Oh, we don't need to have enough kids. If you don't feel like you want to have a child, then you go and just abort it. But why are you out here having sex anyway if you can't take care of the kids that you do have? But these are the kind of stories that they don't want to talk about because they know it's hitting too close to home. But once again, the government is their savior, and this is what a lot of people want to do away with. Your tax-paying dollars is providing all of this. They go out there and buy a cash car, you know, with the bumper missing, the new Nissan Altima with the bumper missing. They got the new hairstyle with the baby hairs. They got the eyelashes touching the steering wheel, and these are kind of, you know, women they're promoting and pushing in front of them. They throw the Cardi B's and the Silkies, I don't know all the Megan Stallions and stuff. I don't even listen to those chicks because they're a detriment to our community anyway. But you got these young females that's growing up listening to these type of people, but they keep pushing them in front of you all day, every day. And they think it's cool. The Instagram, the TikToks and all that, they think it's cool. But when you got a grown woman that's really about life and know what it takes, and she's married years plus, got all these amenities at her disposal, and has a man, they don't want to listen to those types. They want to listen to the ones, you know, women giving other females advice is just diabolical to me. I don't get none of that. Because if they ain't got a man, What makes you think that you're gonna have the same different outcome than them? But then again, that's yet on another topic. But I want to get into this video about this female giving her spiel about the government shutdown.
Open by November, EBT will not reopen either. So nobody is getting no EBT, no help, no Medicaid, no nothing. And the government knows that. And so many people right now are in a panic, as they should be, because people have children. People need Medicaid. Older people need Medicaid too. Like, y'all having the shutdown because y'all don't want to come to a decision. Y'all don't want to do what y'all got to do. And November might be a very horrible and kind of semi-violent month, because the government is not understanding that this is crucial. Like, people will not have food, people will not have medicine, people will not have the things that they need for their kids or for their old for the people that they love who are older. And everybody's sitting here. I'm already seeing the videos talking about, like, if you see me starting to rob this place, mind your business. And I see a lot of other people who say, like, you know what, I'm just gonna like turn a blind eye. And it's getting,
this is what's crazy to me. And I see this too a lot. And it's a lot of more, plenty other videos that I be wanting to make, but I want to keep, dumbing down the food stamp issues, because we all get it. I'll throw a video or two out there about that situation, but I don't want to kind of get too much lost into that, because a lot of y'all get the gist of what it really is. Go ahead and steal all you want. I'll go ahead and get all the crab legs, get all the juicy juice, and this other high sweet the sugar stuff for your kids all you want. But don't think there's going to be someone at that door is going to catch you. You're already on camera. So you can get them hot and mad about that all you want. That's your problem. That's a you problem. What I can't understand is, if y'all able to do all this other stuff, why can't you go ahead and just get up off your behind? If the job's telling you that they're going to lay you off, why can't you already be on the start? At least be looking anyway. You got Indeed, you got Glassdoor, you got LinkedIn, all these job websites. Why can't you get your lazy behind on that and just look for something else anyway? If you feel like the job is for you and you're comfortable with that job, cool, then you just ride out with it. But if it's not something you're not comfortable with and you're able to work and you could provide and do for yourself, get your behind out and go get a job. You relying on these taxpayers' money, and then you bold enough, story time in front of these people, putting your business out there, telling them what you is and what you ain't gonna do. The nerve, the audacity, and these entitled females just feel like no matter how wrong they are, they so right. Y'all supposed to provide for me while I'm on here watching Netflix and Hulu, watching Tubi all day with my 5 kids running around eating up, hyper snacks, because that's basically what they are. They're pretty much poisoning your kids. You don't want to work. You got Pookie and Ray Ray running around the corner all times of night. They're on different schedules and they're knocking you off. You don't know who the baby daddy is. So now that's more money for us to help people take care of your child. I can go on and go on again about this again. Not willing to kind of beat a dead horse, but this is type of mindset that we run into nowadays in this society of the Black culture. And there's a lot of whites that's into the snap. They have more snaps than we do. But we want to make 13% of the population. How that 25% of that is mostly blacks? I don't get it. But the truth gonna get you canceled, right?
getting to the point where everybody needs to understand that instead of judging and instead of sitting up here talking about, oh my God, just get a job, just get this, just get that. Okay, food stamps, have your opinion about it, don't care. But Medicaid, people who are actually older use food stamps. People who are older need Medicaid. And y'all, some heartless ass people sitting up here talking about, oh, well, you should have got a job, you should have thought it was done.
You know, that's another thing. I don't want to keep cutting the video, but that's another thing about this, man. The healthcare system, the Medicaid, or whatever, you may get. You got a bunch of people, millions of people that's working, and they're paying a whopping wage of insurance each month. But yet alone, if you just select for employee insurance, that's one thing. But if you add in a family, you damn near barely have a check. So, but yet still, you got the migrants coming over here. They're getting free health care, free housing, free whatever they want. They getting debit card stipends and cards for them to go ahead and they got luxury stuff for them to go and get. Free homes they're going into, no down payments, but they want you to pay 20% of anything for you to move in before you even get your new home. But yet still healthcare is something, and this is why the government is shut down. The Democrats want to take care of the immigrants. Y'all turning this thing to make like it's Trump's fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all only need 60 votes. And from what I hear, it's 3. I need to look more into it. But I see on the feed that it's like 3 of the Democratic Party, 3 people of the Democratic Party, they're leaving they're changing their minds now. So they have 3 of them that's changing their minds as far as the vote for the healthcare policy. So they only need like 2 or 3 more for them to really, picking back up on the government. But it's people like you and it's people like them that's going to keep the government shut down, and y'all going to continue to have a shutdown on your SNAP benefits. But that's what y'all voted for. So y'all got to eat it. You got to eat it.
Whatever y'all got to say. The government shutting down is affecting a lot of people right now, and especially the people for the month of November who is not going to get food. I've seen people on here talk about where they got a letter from the government or something like that talking about that their food stamps will not come in, their Medicaid will not come in. It just won't, and that's it. So if the government doesn't come to a decision and reopen before November, nobody is getting what they need.
Well, once again, that seems like it's their problem. Nobody seems to care about anybody else's situation and stuff, especially when you putting yourself in this kind of type of situation. So that's neither here or there. It is what it is. This is what y'all voted for, so you got what you wanted. So there it is. Y'all just got to do the right thing. Get your behind up. Stop sitting on the couch watching Tubi and Netflix all day. Get up, go to work. You know what I'm saying? And do what you got to do. Not the people that's out here in the world getting it on their own and working. You think they like their job? You think they want to put in 12 to 14 hours a day and 6-7 days a week because they're just doing it for fun? No, they ain't trying to do that. So again, I'm a keep pushing this and keep pushing it until, if I had to reach one person, that means I done my job. By the end of the day, we got to buckle up, people. We got to get our minds right. So y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notification, and I'm going to continue dropping some videos for y'all. I'm out. Peace.